Been this way. Right, so what we're gonna work on today is some shootboxing entries. So connecting, we're gonna focus on hands today. So connecting our hands into takedowns. And we'll work some basic combinations. So these are fundamentals. And then later on, we'll mix the combinations up. Okay? So we're gonna start off just with a simple jab. All right, so I'm in front of Bram. So typically when you throw your jab, it's almost impossible for me to take my head to jab with my head over this side. Usually what's going to happen if I jab, my head's going to be in the middle like this, or it's going to be slightly off to one side, okay? And we're looking for this with every punch we throw. We're looking at where our head's going to be, especially if we're fighting, because sometimes when we drill, we're relaxed and we're not putting full power in. So we're doing this a lot. And your head will be in the middle. But what tends to happen if we're actually fighting or I really want to try and hit him hard is when I punch, my head will naturally drift one way or the other. And that's like the key in tying this into wrestling. So again, the first one is going to be the jab. So if I step in and I really commit with my jab, my head will naturally drift. If we're all orthodox, throwing a left jab, my head will naturally drift to my right, okay? So I'm going to step in, I'm going to throw my jab, my head is naturally on this angle. So now the quickest, easiest way for me to get him down would be my head going to this lead hip, because my head is already on this angle. Does that make sense, yeah? So where our head is in the combination is going to determine what shot we actually take. And you can break this rule and you can mix all these rules up, but we need to learn the rules first before we can start mixing them. So all we're going to do to start this off is we're going to throw 2 jabs. That's going to be our combination. Nice and simple. So my first jab is just going to be a straight jab, head in the middle. My second jab, I'm going to take my head offline and I'm getting a little bit closer to him. Okay? So it's a double jab. So I'm making 2 steps. 1, 2. My second jab, my head is now lined up with his hip. I'm going to level change. So I'm just going to bend at the knees till my head and shoulder is in line with his hips. I'm pushing off my rear foot. Boom, and then I'm connecting. Once I connect, my trail leg steps up into a squat. And now I've got options. I could lift him up from here, or I'm just going to look on that angle and start driving to take him down. Obviously, you can finish side control. And that's going to be our first one. So again, I'm doing a double jab. My first jab, head's in the middle. No advantage. Second jab, my head is now lined up. Now, I'm already halfway there. Now, I bend my knees, get in line with him, push off my rear foot. Boom, and I'm in. Don't make the mistake of when you're shooting, do this with your lead leg. Like a lunge, because you're not in a powerful position. Here, I'm in a powerful position. I want to retain this leg position. And I do that by jumping forwards, pushing off my rear leg and getting hold of him, okay? So first combo, jab, jab, and a little slip to the side. Bend the knees, explode in, step to a squat. If you want to pick him up, you can, or you can drive him down. And you can finish at the side. What I would recommend space-wise is we do it 3 times. The first 2, I'm just doing my entry. On the 3rd rep, finish the takedown. Just control where you're putting your partner. Okay, so one more time. It's a double jab. Jab, jab, bending the knees, and I'm in. That's what I want to see, okay?